Going through the big gate, we're going into the palace.
That's the Royal Navy symbol. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Royal Navy symbol. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We do know that this was the color that was painted in here. All the others are period appropriate colors, but not necessarily what they would have painted with.
What would you call this? This is the bookshelf. A lot of great books to see. No, you can't read.
No, I was with another group. They were called the Assembly. They consist of men who were property owners elected by their peers. They would have met elsewhere. They were the lower form of the royal government. Over here we have King George III. He's the King of England during the time of our Revolutionary War and the time of the Governor's Stay here. Queen Charlotte, his wife, of Mecklenburg-Strelitz, Germany. Charlotte, North Carolina, in the county of Mecklenburg, our largest city here in North Carolina. Both the city and the county are named in honor of her. They had 15 children, 13 of whom lived to adulthood. In the middle, we have the coat of arms for King George III. The lion on the left represents England. Unicorn on the right represents Scotland. Underneath it's in French, God am I right, meaning that the king felt it was God who ordained him to be king. Man did not choose him whatsoever. It was a divine right. Over here we have King. Now if you pull out all this furniture, you got a nice big room to have a party. And they have quite a number.
Beautiful furniture. All right, let's go down.
We went into this room after the main meal of the day. The next room is the dining room. I will tell you that time frame when we go in there. The men are going to stay back and talk politics and business. Ladies are going to come in here and they're going to socialize. Now they may have bread, have tea, play games. Card games are extremely popular back in the 18th century. And there is a bit of difference about these cards compared to our cards today. Something is missing on them. Numbers. The numbers. No numbers on cards.
Your grandpa's.
This is the dining room, and this is one of the brighter rooms in the palace here in the southwest corner of the building. And as I said earlier, the windows in the original palace went all the way down to the floor. The blinds probably be open a little more than what we had them open. We do have the clear glass mirrors over here that reflect quite a bit of light. Mirrors back in the 18th century were extremely expensive to make and therefore to buy. But we know Governor Tryon had these luxury items because everything's pretty much based upon that inventory. Now, meals back in the 18th century, a bit different than what we are accustomed to today. I am sure there are people in the world who still follow the custom. I'm absolutely positive because months ago I had some people to tell me that they did. The main meal of the day was at
All right, now we are going to go to the grand staircase. So we are heading there now. We'll go through this door. Yeah. So this is what this room looks like. Now we're heading to the grand staircase. TJ, go that way. Alright guys, so we are gonna go up to the grand staircase. Here we are. We're gonna go all the way to the top. Go baby. Hold on tight if you have to. go all the way up. Ooh, be careful. Go. All right, let's get to the top. That's where we're coming from. A big, beautiful light up there.
Alright guys, come okay?
All right, we make it to the top.
I will leave everybody else, okay?
There we are, guys. We make it to the top. Finally.
The southwest bed chamber. If you take a look around, this may look like this would have been the primary bed chamber and master bed chamber. It's pretty large. You have everything you think you need. In actuality, we do not know for sure how they configure things up here. Governor Tryon came with his wife Margaret and one daughter, Margaret. Governor Martin came with his wife Betsy, 5 children. They could have configured things a bit different. However, we're relatively sure it would be a guest bed chamber. Because travel back in the 18th century, not like today, we can go down to Wilmington, North Carolina, down our coast, pretty much 2 hours by car. We can go up to our capital pretty much 2 hours by car. For them, it would take days. So when they traveled, they tended to stay. For them, handling a chamber pot. You're gonna put that pot in the door, put a lid on it. That one doesn't have a lid, just a little bit does. And shut the door, and the servants are gonna handle it later. How many of you younger people are about 8 years old or over? How old are you, ma'am? 8. Okay, both of you. And you connections who moved up, he became the royal governor here. But he came at a bad time for him, 1773.
Yeah. Light not on, right?
Next one.
Yeah, we're going to the next one. I just want to take a picture of this bed. He loves it.
How old is that bed?
How old is that bed? It is from the 18th century, which means in the 1700s, about 250 years ago.
Ooh, beautiful dresses. Do you like this store?
All right, this is Her Excellency's dressing
No?
chamber.
Okay.
This is where she would have come in to get dressed. Now, she would have had a female servant to come up and help her. We do know that Governor Martin's wife, Betsy, had a servant named Kate, who was enslaved. Their eldest daughter had a servant named Bess, who was also enslaved. Governor Tryon's wife, Margaret, she had a servant named Anne Patterson. Anne Patterson was free, and she was with the governor's wife the whole time she was here in the colonies. Now, I'm going to go over so pretty much everyone will.
We're going, baby, we're going. Just taking a little.
They have guns. No way the president have guns.
That's where he used to keep his guns. So this was the kids' room. That's her doll that she used to play with. See, look at the dog better. All right, let's go. All right. So this was the little girl room, Chadis. Go, baby. Let's go. It's a big window. Then we're gonna go down to the lesser stair. Oh.
This is an attic. There was nothing up there. They just used it for storage. We do too.
No, we can't
No,
sit up
can't go
there.
up there. In fact, and all the times I've been here, I've
These were the
only been up
buckets
there
they
one
used
time.
to use.
We don't know up.
We're not going up there, TJ and Jaden.
And I want to go.
No, you can't. You just can't want to go up there. There's a rule that you obey, okay? We need to be quiet.
Just stand up.
Yeah. All right, we go right. These buckets are nice. Oh, there's another staircase. We go down. We're at the end of the staircase. Here we are. Can we come up there? Oh, barrels. Do not touch, TJ. Do not touch.
Okay, we are in the cellar, and it's pretty obvious, maybe not as much today as it on really hot days, but we do have air conditioning and we do have heat in the winter. Of course, they didn't back in the 18th century, so this was the ideal place you want to keep things cold as much as possible. Food preservation was very difficult back then, but specifically here in our area because of our water table. Have a good day. Everybody watch your steps. Bye, thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, take a look. You are very welcome. Have a good day.